Why isn't your phone on, Katie? Where are you? Jack, thanks for coming.
Yeah, I got your message. What's the emergency?
I think Katie's been kidnapped. Emily? Hi.
Chris! Oh, my goodness. I feel like I haven't seen you in years. How are you?
Good. How you been? You look great.
Thanks. Thanks. I guess married life agrees with me.
Yeah. I'm happy for you. Congratulations again.
Is that why you've come by to give us a belated wedding present?
Actually, I'm here for 2 reasons. First, I wanted to apologize for upsetting you and Barbara the other night. I should have never weighed in with an opinion about Will's case.
Well, thank you, Chris. That's big of you to say that. No hard feelings.
Thanks.
So what's the second reason?
In spite of my apology, I'm still not convinced Will started that fire. And I don't think you should be either.
I wonder if Mitzi's plane was late.
Well, I can call the airline.
No, you know, we'll give her more time. This isn't torture. Sitting here, is it?
Not for me.
Me either.
So, I was surprised you called Mitzi so soon.
Soon for what?
Well, you called her to be a stylist in your salon, right?
Oh, my lead stylist. She's the best.
Well, your salon's not even close to being open yet.
Yeah, the bank should come through with the money very soon, then like a bunny, it'll start happening.
Well, you know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like to me you just want to hang out with your friend.
Oh, that is part of it. You know, it's nice to have phone calls, but seeing your best friend in the flesh, nothing compares to that.
You spoke to Mitzi while you were in Italy?
Yeah, every day. You should have seen the bills. And he wonders, the girl goes broke, calling a friend, but can't pick up the phone to call me.
Yeah. Something like that.
I just don't like imposing on you.
It's not an imposition. If I didn't want you to stay here, I wouldn't have asked the court to release you into my custody.
Well, that part I understand. But what mystifies me is why you want me here.
Well, I don't know. I guess I have a thing for men who've been shot in the head. Makes it easier to dominate them.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was something like that. But don't get your hopes up.
Hope? With T. Marshall Travers, I don't think those 2 words come within a mile of each other.
You know, you are one difficult woman.
And you are one of the most impossible men I've ever met.
Mother? What the hell is that man doing in our house?
Excuse me, but I think I taught you better manners than that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Mr. Travers, it's a pleasure to see you in our home after you nearly destroyed my mother's life. Is that better? Now can you tell me why he's here?
Maybe I should leave you 2 alone and just go to bed.
To bed? Wait a minute. What is going on around here?
Marshall was released into my custody.
You adopted him? He seems a little old for that, Mom, don't you think?
He was denied bail, Bonnie. The only other option was for him to go to jail.
That's great. Works for me. What's the problem?
I'll see you in the morning, okay?
Can you manage?
I'm fine. I'll manage.
When I left for D.C., you said that you would respect any decisions I made about Marshall.
I had no idea you were going to move him into our home, Mother. Where's he sleeping?
In the guest room. And I resent the question.
And I resent having to ask it. Did Ben know about this?
No, it all just happened, so I didn't get a chance to alert the media.
Oh, Mother.
You know, Bonnie, Marshall is recovering from a gunshot wound to the head. He cannot be left alone. And he just found out the daughter that he never knew is dead. Now, I know Ben's not going to be happy with the situation, but Marshall needs someone right now, and I just can't walk away from him.
Walking away wouldn't be fast enough. He is manipulating you, Mother. And the worst part about it is you can't even see it.
No, I'm not asking for an explanation. I guess it was my ego that told me that if you weren't in touch with me, you weren't in touch with anybody.
I get that. If that's a problem, I get that.
No, hey, it's not a problem. You told me you were confused about your feelings, and I've accepted that, and I have moved on. I am.
Oh, yeah? Tell it to your fists.
All right. So it still bothers me. You have to admit it's not easy to forget.
No. But if we don't get past this, the both of us, we're spinning around in circles, we'll be so dizzy we won't be able to find a way out. How about this? We agree to only talk about the day before the one we're in. Like, we could talk about yesterday.
So we're going to start this now. Talk about yesterday.
Yeah, why
So,
not? Give it a shot.
All right. So what happened yesterday is worth talking about.
Oh, I could think of one thing.
What? Oh, the water fight at the Yuppie Pup.
How about the kiss that happened after the water fight with the...
Did we kiss? We didn't kiss. Did we kiss? I don't know.
Well, maybe I should remind you.
Paul? Oh, I'm sorry, darling. Is my timing off again?
Is this your idea of a joke? You apologize for interfering, and then you start right back in again?
You know, I'm sure your heart's in the right place, and I'm glad you've taken an interest in Will, but for the life of me, I don't understand why Will would admit to starting that fire if he didn't do it.
I know what you guys are thinking. Why can't this guy just be a doctor and stop trying to be a cop? But in both jobs, you have to trust your instincts. And mine is telling me that Will was roped into confessing because he thought that's what people wanted him to do.
Why? Most kids never do anything you want them to do.
I'd like your permission to get Tom Hughes involved. Will should have a lawyer who can tell a judge he didn't start that fire.
You go to Tom Hughes, and I will go straight to John Dixon. I am not going to have some well-meaning inquisition put Will back in some psych ward.
All right, it's your call. But I'd hate to think of Will being branded as an arsonist if he didn't do this. That's the kind of thing that stays with you for life. There's no way he can understand the impact of that. It's up to the rest of us to do it for him.
Can you believe the nerve of this guy? 4 years of med school. He thinks he knows everything.
Myself.
Good, and don't cut him any slack.
Hey, Chris, wait up. We're alone now, so you can tell me the truth. What makes you believe so strongly that Will didn't start that fire?
Listen, Jack, Katie was kidnapped by a guy named Bartleby Shears. I knew him back in Australia. He spent the last 8 years in prison, and he blames me for every second of it, and he wants some payback. God help me if anything happens to Katie.
Slow down a second. What makes you think that he has her?
When I came home, I found this.
Simon gone with Bartleby to help him find a gift for his mom back in a few. Can't wait to get started on that new little project we talked about. Kisses Katie. You think she was forced to write this?
No. No, Shears probably made up the whole story about the gift to get her to go with him. The guy's a vicious dog, Jack. Who knows what's happened to her since she's been with him?
You probably already did this, but did you try on her cell phone?
Her cell phone's off, which it never is when we're apart.
If this guy has such bad news, why did Katie go with him?
He told her we were old pals, and I let her think it was true. I didn't want to frighten her.
Any significance to the rabbits? What?
Katie has a pet rabbit. And Bartleby took great pleasure in telling me that he could snap Katie's neck as easily as he could the rabbits.
I'll put out an APB statewide.
Great, what can I do?
I
What
want
should I
you to
do?
stay here in case the phone
Jack,
call.
I can't stay here. I'm gonna go nuts.
Bartleby kidnapped her. He may very well call in a ransom. The sooner he does that, the sooner we'll know how to proceed.
Fine, go.
I'll keep you posted on my end.
Marshall is not manipulating me. Having him stay here was my idea as his lawyer. There is no romance going on. There won't be again.
Being his lawyer is bad enough, Mom.
Bonnie, there's so much about Marshall that you just don't know, okay? Now, deep down inside, he is a good person.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mom, but there's no drill in the world that can go deep enough to find goodness in that man.
He turned his back on James Stenbeck.
He shouldn't have been working for him in the first place.
Stenbeck had information on his daughter. He was desperate to find her. You know all of this.
Meanwhile, he had no problem with sabotaging your career, your reputation, your life.
Okay. You can hate Marshall as much as you want, but he is a guest in our house, and you will just have to accept that.
Oh, I'll accept it, all right. I just don't have to live with it.
You have nothing to worry about. At the very least, it's unique. Your mom's gonna love it.
I remember when I was a kid, I carved her a horse out of monkey wood. She took one look at it and goes, "What's wrong with you? I collect penguins, not horses."
That is why this gift is completely inspired. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go powder my nose.
Well, hello there. I'm Lisa Grimaldi, part owner of this fine establishment, and you are?
Bartleby Shears. Nice to meet you.
Well, here you have a little Australian accent. Is that true?
Oh, you've got good ears, yes. I'm a friend of Simon's from Australia.
Oh, Simon. No, he's a friend of mine, certainly, and just a delightful man.
I'm sure he finds you a delight as well. Once a week at the least.
I think you better have something done to that drooping eyelid.
I see you met Lisa. She likes to be on a first-name basis with all her customers. She's amazing.
She's a real spitfire. That one, we had a lovely chat.
Something wrong?
Oh, what makes you say that?
Well, let's just say I feel the steam coming out of your ears.
That guy over there with Katie is bad news. He said that he was a friend of Simon's. All right. And then he proceeded to get fresh with me.
You want me to toss him out?
No. I think you should call up Simon right now and tell him that Katie is with that jerk.
Now, is that really any of our business?
I think so, Isaac. They're our friends. Oh, come on. Don't stand there. Go call Simon, would you?
You have the number?
It's in the phone book.
Katie? It's Isaac over at Java Underground. Listen, man, this is probably nothing, but Lisa wanted me to tell you that Katie's here with some guy.
Katie's there. Is she all right?
Yeah. Yeah, she's with the guy who claims to be a friend of yours.
Listen, mate, I'm going to be there straight away. Please do everything you can to stop them from leaving, all right?
Detective Snyder.
Jack, it's me. I found Katie.
Where is she?
She's with that guy I told you about. She's at the Java Underground.
I'm on my way.
No. I don't want to place Katie in any dangerous situation. Just give me enough time to get Katie away from Shears, and then you can step in.
You sure you want to take that chance?
Listen, Jack, I know this guy. There's no telling what he'll do if he's cornered. Just give me some time.
You're right, Mom. This is a bad time.
I'm sorry, but as long as I'm here, maybe I could just have a moment?
Mom, please.
Really, Rose, I am sorry to interrupt your evening out like this, but if I could just have my son for a moment, I'll make it up to you, I promise.
Make it fast.
You promised me you'd stay away from her.
Well, you know there have to be exceptions, Paul, especially when something is so important.
Well, what is it?
I'm about to enter into a new venture, and I wanted you to be the first one to know.
Why?
Why? Because you're going to benefit from this, Paul. You and your brother both. That's the best part.
Gorgeous. Better than ever.
Thank you. You too. How was your trip?
Oh, it was fine. Good. We can catch up on the way to your shop.
Oh, you want to go now?
Yeah. I mean, ever since you called me, I've been trying to imagine what the place must look like. I mean, knowing you, it's going to be spectacular.
It is when it's, yeah, but it's it's not quite finished. Yeah.
That's okay. You know what? As long as you got customers, I'm ready to knock them dead.
Oh, we're gonna have customers. We will. Real soon.
That's a spirit. You know what? Just give me a chair and a mirror, and we'll build the business.
Well, we
head
don't
by head.
have a chair. Or mirrors. Yet.
What about a shop? Get a shop? Don't you? Rosie, what's going on?
The bank hasn't come through with the funds. Yet.
Wait a minute. You're not hawking your engagement ring for money, are you? Because I can't imagine any other reason why you would take that thing off.
Oh, here he is.
Hey, now keep it together, Simon. I don't want to see him.
All right, Jack will be here soon. Just point him in the right direction.
Oh, you called the police? Who is this
Those
dude?
are exactly the places that I want to go to when we get... Simon, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just felt like a drink.
Did you get my note?
I sure did. Is this the gift?
Yeah.
Wow, nice. How quaint.
Well, it's interesting. Bartleby's mom collects penguins, so this is the only thing we could find.
Your wife is a real treasure. I can see how you'd be lost without her.
Yeah, well, I won't be letting her out of my sight. Let's go.
Bye.
See you soon.
That's him.
Bartleby Shears? Who's asking? Oakdale Police Department. I'm taking you in for questioning. Questioning about what? We want to make sure that you feel at home here, Mr. Shears. That means we want to know all there is to know about you. I got 2 policemen staying right outside. Now we can make this easy, or we can make this very difficult. You pay for this furniture.
Mind telling me what that was all about?
I am not staying under the same roof as Marshall Travers. Now, if he stays, I go.
So who's being manipulative now? I will not stand here and entertain an ultimatum.
I'm trying to help you here, Mom. Letting that man stay here, it is a huge mistake.
Oh, that's your opinion, Bonnie, and you're entitled to it. But like it or not, Marshall is our guest for a while.
You don't have any obligation. No obligation whatsoever to this man. Why are you doing this, Mom?
Because I care about him. You know, and I'm sick and tired of you and Isaac and Ben judging me because of it.
Let me know when Travers is out. I'll come back for my stuff.
Bonnie.
I heard what just happened. Are you all right?
Bonnie has a flair for the dramatic.
Maybe. Or maybe I should go before I make things any worse.
I did not hawk my engagement ring. I simply gave it to my sister to hold until Paul and I decide if we really want to get married.
The engagement is... Are you out of your mind?
No, Paul doesn't trust me anymore, okay? And I don't blame him.
Why not? What'd you do?
Oh, well, I stayed away too long. When I found out Paul was in trouble, I should have run right back here, but I didn't do that. That's what you do when you love somebody. Maybe I don't love him as much as I think.
If you don't mind me saying, I mean, you did get a little moody when you were over in Italy, always talking about all that serious thinking you had to do.
I'm not a kid anymore, okay? I gotta find out who I am. Am I a corporate VP? Am I a Susie homemaker? You know, what am I? That's why I opened the shop, and that's why I'm taking things slowly with Paul.
The world just keeps changing, you know? I mean, it's hard to imagine. Back in Atlantic City, slow is the last thing anyone would expect from Rose D'Angelo.
Oh, thank you for reminding me of that.
Hey, listen, slow or fast, I love you just the same. But you gotta make me one promise.
What?
No matter who you turn out to be, do not let Paul Ryan
get away?
It's a new business venture. Something that's going to be even more successful than BRO ever was.
What is it?
A children's line. I mean, I've been putting things down on paper. I am bursting with ideas.
You financing yourself?
No. I've been talking to some venture people in Chicago. They love my work. In fact, I'm going to meet with them tomorrow.
Well, I'm happy for you, Mom. Sound like your old self again.
I just know that if I can pull this off and get it together, then maybe I'll really have a chance to get custody of Will. And if the judge sees that I pulled my life together, he can't deny my request.
I'm sure the court will make the right decision. In any case, good luck, okay?
No, Paul. I was serious. This is not just about Will. You're a part of this, too.
How?
I want you to be my partner.
There was no trace of accelerant on Will's hands. Now, the burns on his fingers suggested he was lighting matches one at a time, then letting them burn out. Does that sound to you like a kid who was trying to burn down a barn?
I don't know. I'm not an expert on arson.
Look, neither am I, but it bothers me.
You know what? It's been hell on all of us watching Will go through this. Believe me, you're not alone.
Not Hal. I don't understand why he's so inflexible.
Don't blame Hal, okay? While Will was in that coma, Hal became convinced that Aaron Snyder started that fire. When anyone, including me, tried to get him to admit that maybe Will started it instead of Aaron, he'd freak out. He protected Will like a tiger. And then when it came out that Aaron was innocent, Hal was left looking foolish, not to mention unprofessional, okay? So it was really hard for him to accept Will's confession. So forgive him if he doesn't jump up at the next theory that happens to pop up, Chris.
Still, he's got to stay open to other possibilities. We all do.
It's about not wanting to rock the boat. Don't you get it? Will's about to get out of the hospital any day, and Hal doesn't want anything getting in the way of that.
All right. I won't bother him or Barbara again.
Good. I think that'll be better for everyone.
But I'm not going to let this drop.
Listen to me. Hal wasn't kidding when he said he'd report you to John Dixon.
I know I could be ending my medical career before it even starts, but I'm willing to risk it. That's how strongly I feel about this.
Look, I know I told you Bartleby and I are friends, but we're not. I knew the guy when he was bad news, and now he's even worse.
So why didn't you just get rid of him when he first showed up here?
Because I thought he might have changed. When I found out that you were gone, I thought he kidnapped you.
Kidnapped me? Oh, that's why you called Jack.
Look, I'm sorry. Katie, if anything happened to you because of me, I could never live with myself.
Hold on. Are you telling me the whole story? Are you sure there's nothing else you need to tell me here?
Yeah, that's it. Just stay away from Shears, okay?
No problem. I think one bloke from Australia is plenty for me.
I love you so much.
You too. Hey, listen. If you feel like making a baby tonight, meet me upstairs in 5 minutes.
How about we make it 2?
Ooh, you drive a hard bargain, but okay.
I'll get that. You get ready.
Hello? Hey, Simon, it's Jack. Listen, everything I can find on Shears is old news.
Oh, mate, no. Don't tell me you let him go.
I didn't have a choice, man.
But what about the threats he made against Katie, Jack?
He denied it. At this point, it's his word against yours.
Listen, the guy's a nut. You cannot let him on the loose.
I'm sorry, Simon. At this point, there's nothing I can do.
All right, fine. I'll take care of him myself.
Evening, mate.
You stay away from my wife, or I will kill you.
Marshall Travers is living in my house.
Now that is really funny.
Want something to drink?
I'm serious, Isaac. I just came from there.
What happened?
Well, Travers was denied bail because they said he was a flight risk, so my mother took him into her custody to guarantee that he would stay put.
Now, why would she decide that that's her job?
Because in spite of impassioned protests to the contrary, my mother is addicted to Marshall Travers.
Does Ben know?
Not yet. And I told her what she was risking. Do you know what she said to me? She said she was tired of being judged. Can you believe that? After all the times that I have protected her and stood by her.
This doesn't make any sense.
I am not going to live in the same house with that man. I'm not going to share a pot of coffee with a man I despise.
Did you tell your mother that?
She didn't care. Obviously, if she has Marshall Travers, then no one else is really important to her. You know what? It doesn't even matter because tomorrow morning, I'm on the hunt for my own place. And I was hoping I could stay with you until I found one, please.
Yeah, no problem. But what are we going to do about Ben?
You can do what you want. Isaac, I'm done. I'm done trying to keep my mother's life on even ground. From now on, Jessica Griffin is on her own.
So you would defy a court order because having you stay here displeases my daughter?
I don't want to continue to make trouble for you.
Bonnie is a strong-minded person. I raised her that way. That's one of the things I love about her, but I will not be dictated to by my daughter.
Well, there are times where I think Bonnie sees things a bit more clearly than you do.
Well, now what is that supposed to mean?
You've agreed to help me bring Zara's body back from Brazil. You're representing me in court. Now you've brought me into your home. We'll be together all the time.
So what?
You know what? Resisting one another will be nearly impossible.
Speak for yourself. As far as I'm concerned, we're friends and nothing more.
You're sure about that?
Positive.
You know, I might need to sit down.
Are you okay? Can I get you anything?
You know, I came to Oakdale to run you out of your job. And now you're turning your life upside down in order to help me. There are times where I have a hard time taking that in.
So do I.
You know, something special happens when we're together. It's powerful. It's exciting. Now, is it your intention to deny that that exists?
Yes, it is.
Ken, you know what? Now I know why you brought me here.
Why is that?
So you could torture me 24 hours a day.
I'll tell you what, Marsha, I'll go easy on you. I'll give you the weekends off. Now, why don't you go upstairs and relax?
Right. After a day with a woman like you, I need some rest.
Ben, it's Jessica. I have something I need to tell you, and I don't want to leave it on your machine, so if you could call me as soon as you get this message, I'd appreciate it.
I don't want to lose Paul, if I can help it, but I don't want to lose myself either.
Rosie, that is not going to happen, all right? You're not the type of girl to fade into the background.
Oh, no? Really? I mean, here I am. Paul, he's perfect. And me, I'm Jersey. I mean, someday, maybe he wanted me to change. Who knows?
Would you stop with the thinking, all right? Even Einstein gave it a rest once in a while.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? Let's go say hi to Paul. Come on.
Oh, you know what? No, thanks. I gotta unpack.
No, you can't. You just got here. Paul's waiting to talk to you. That's rude. Don't you leave.
No, you know, I already caught a glimpse of him at the bar with that scary mother of his, and not that I'm telling you what to do or anything, but He looked like he could use a major rescue.
That's not a bad idea. Wow.
Oh, boy. I think I got here just in time.
Mom, I appreciate the offer, but I'm gonna have to say no. Working together would be a bad idea for us.
Paul, we were a very strong team at BRO.
And I realize that, but a lot has changed since then.
You said you forgave me.
And I do, but I have to keep my distance.
Now listen to me. It doesn't have to be a long-term situation. Give me 6 months just to get the company
Mom,
off
I am
the
sorry,
ground.
but I cannot do it. It would be bad for us and even worse for me and Rose.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Paul. It doesn't have a damn thing to do with your precious little Rosie.
Did someone mention precious little me?
Now, are you going to start doing what I want and make us some money?
It's not gonna work, mate. I've lost the knack.
It's not that difficult. I've found the rich woman. You just buy her some cocktails, flash those pearly whites, and keep her in bed for a few weeks.
I won't do it.
Fine. Then it's on your head. And don't think your Detective Snyder's going to be able to stop me.
No, I don't need him, mate. I'll take your part myself.
Oh, maybe so. But I'm not here alone. Anything suspicious happens to me, and my mates will take care of Katie first, and then you.
I'm not just gonna walk away from my life. No way.
I had a life too. Until you ratted me out and sent me to rotten
I
prison for
can't
8
change
years.
what happened in the past. Get over it.
It's too late for excuses. Now you either work for me like you did in the old days, or Katie is going to have a lot more than just a nasty scar on her windpipe. You haven't got a choice, mate.
All right, fine.
And let's get going. The sooner we get out of here, the sooner we can start.
There's no way I'm going tonight. I need some time. I need some time so that Katie doesn't follow me.
How will you do that?
I'll break her heart. I'll break her heart so she never wants to see me again.
You've got 3 days. And then you're coming with me. Otherwise, I will take care of Katie myself. 3 days, Simon Fraser, and then you are mine.
CBS Daytime.
You look incredible.
We do it in the name of love.
I just want you so much.
Happy Valentine's Day.
It was wonderful. It was for me too.
This week on CBS.
After a day with a woman like you, I need some rest.
It's true. I love you.
Hey,
Hey.
did you work everything out with Chris?
Yeah. I just wanted to be sure he knew that everything you're doing right now is about helping your son.
Honey, do you think I owed him an explanation?
No, absolutely not. It just doesn't sit right with me if anyone anywhere has anything but the highest opinions of you.
Thank you. Hey, you want some coffee? It's actually not bad today.
Listen to me. The judge is going to release Will into your custody any day now, and before you know it, the two of you are going to be at home, sitting in front of the television, watching the Bulls, complaining about what a crummy team they've turned into ever since Jordan left.
You know, Emily, that's about the prettiest picture I can think of. Me, Will, the crummy Bulls, and you.
It's going to happen. I promise. You just have to hang on a little longer and this will all be over.
Hey, sweetheart, my mother just offered me a job with her new company, but I turned her down because I thought it might come between me and you.
It wasn't a job. It was a partnership.
Did that matter to you?
Nope.
There are people in this industry, Paul, that would do anything to work with me.
I'm aware of that, and I hope you find that person really soon.
Oh, I will. Believe me, I will. And if you decide to call and take me up on my offer, forget it. The offer's withdrawn.
And here I was hoping that we could solve this in a mature manner.
No, you were hoping you could insult me and I wouldn't flinch. Well, you know what? Your mama won't come around anymore, Paul. He's all yours, Rosie.
The face has changed, but the attitude is still stinks.
Well, doesn't matter what she says or what she does. As long as I have you, nothing else matters.
Well, my refrigerator is completely empty, so we're gonna have to do takeout.
Well, I told you already I'm not really hungry.
Well, you know you need to eat in order to get your strength back. So what will it be? Chinese, Indian, roast chicken, Italian?
Indian's fine.
You like Indian food?
Yeah, what? Is there some reason why I shouldn't?
Well, no, I just thought you were a meat and potatoes kind of guy.
Well, I am, especially when it's underneath some curry sauce.
Well, all right then. Let's see what we got. How about some mulligatawny soup?
Good.
Vegetable samosas?
Love them.
What about chicken tandoori, lamb vindaloo?
Perfect.
Is there any dish you don't like?
Well, why don't you keep going and I'll let you know.
I think that should be enough for tonight. Now, I'm going to do some shopping in the morning, so why don't you make a list of what you like, what you need?
What? What's the matter?
Oh, I just thought it would be awkward, you know, you being here with me alone. But it's nice. It's pretty good.
For me, too.
Simon, is that you?
Yeah.
What were you doing outside?
There was an animal in the garbage can.
Well, I have a little something for you. You want to see?
Sure.
What do you think?
You look incredible.
Well, good. Let's not waste any time because I just took my temperature and it's the perfect time to get pregnant.
No, I don't think so.
Come on, Simon. We can't waste this moment. It's perfect.
I'm sorry, Katie, I can't.
Can't what?
I can't have a baby with you.
Oh, I thought we decided.
No,
that we were
Katie. You decided. I just went along with it to please you.
What are you saying? You need more time?
No, I don't need any more time. You see, the truth is, I have absolutely no interest in being a father.
Ever?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, why? What happened?
Listen, I went along with this whole baby thing for you, okay? I'm just not the kind of guy that can take sniveling, screaming little kids to the park. Now, I admitted it. There. I'm going out.
Wait, hold on. Let's just talk about
There's
this. Can't we-
nothing more to talk about. Please. Don't wait up.